What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Captain's Corner. My name is Ryan.
And my name is Connor. The Yankees have just clinched the playoffs. Let's get into it.
Let's get right into it, baby. First off, congratulations. Listen, it's always good to make the playoffs.
Yeah, can't complain.
No complaints.
Live to see another day.
Absolutely.
Couldn't even take back the division.
Exactly. That's kind of what we're tuned into right now. Right now, one game back of the Blue Jays, which with the tiebreaker technically means two games. But Boston's up 3-0 on the Blue Jays as we speak. The Yankees had bases loaded to start the game off, didn't get any runs, but I'm hoping we can take care of the White Sox. So
we really should be able to.
100%. So yeah, let's just talk kind of what's going on, what's been going on. And yeah, just as a little warm-up topic, let's discuss this AL MVP race a little bit. I kind of want to hear your take. We've discussed it in the past. Obviously, things have played out. We're nearing the end, and yeah, I just want to kind of hear your take on this.
Now, when we talked about this in the past, I was very much on the side of Cal, and I still think that he's deserving. But Judge's numbers are just crazy, dude. Like, if you look, the OPS plus, even home runs, what is he, 9 behind Cal right now? And he missed like how long did Judge miss? Like a month and a half?
Yeah, I'd have to pull up the numbers, but he's got a good amount of less like plate appearances in games.
Yeah, so I mean, just purely from an offensive standpoint, even defensively, I think Judge has like 1 defensive WAR, and I think Raleigh has like -1, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, not crazy there, but still in Judge's favor. Yeah, like I feel like the numbers point to Judge, but you just can't. I still kind of lean Cal, even as a Yankees fan, and I want Judge to win MVP, but just as a switch hitting catcher who's like, actively playing defense every day, like in that position, breaking records. He just broke Ken Griffey's home run record for the Mariners.
Crazy.
I mean, there's a chance he could even break Judge's, AL home run record. He would have to kind of go off these last 6 games, but I don't know. I think it's hard to deny that. Is that kind of? I feel like I'm having voter fatigue, and I'm not even a voter.
I mean, a lot of people are. And listen, it happens. We see it kind of across sports. If a guy keeps winning, like it's in the NFL, it's in the NBA. I'm fully on the Judge train, and like I'm totally okay with giving Cal his props. Like you said, he is deserving of an MVP award. I'm not going to take that away from him.
Yeah.
But it's like the arguments I keep hearing, and you bring up a great point too. It's like the fielding stats. I know they're close. It's nothing crazy, but the fact that like Cal is in the negative there, it's like we keep hearing he's doing it as a catcher. It's like, okay, if he was playing like Buster Posey or like Pudge Rodriguez back there while doing this, it'd be like, okay, but he's like an average catcher, right? In terms of defensively. Now it's tough to be an average catcher. That's not an easy position. But my biggest thing with this is that I keep hearing about like Cal's breaking records. He's like breaking histories, doing this and that. Does that always translate, or should it translate to the MVP award? Like Cal's breaking all these records, and I can objectively say Judge is having a better season.
Yeah.
So what does that say about Aaron Judge?
I mean, he's just he's just one of the best baseball players of all time. Like, genuinely.
He really is. So maybe it is fatigue. Maybe it's like we just keep expecting 50 homers, 325 averages. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It's tough. He's like a modern day, like, like Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth type.
Literally.
Like, he's our version of that.
100%.
So it is tough to argue against him when he's having debatably his best offensive season. I don't know. I I do think breaking records has a little bit to play. Just like rewarding someone for having like such a, I guess, a unique season. Yeah, it's hard though, because the only reason why Judge isn't breaking records is like Barry Bonds and himself.
Very true.
He already broke the home run record. He's not going to break it. He missed a month and a half or whatever.
That's crazy too. Like knowing that if he doesn't miss that month and a half, I don't think we're having this conversation at all.
And I genuinely believe if he didn't miss time, he probably would be MVP. And he wouldn't have been DH. He probably would have played more in the field.
100%.
But I don't. With the time miss, Cal has been like just steady all season. He's been so good. I've seen people argue against him bringing up batting average, which it's fair, right? Judge is hitting like 330.
320.
But he still has like a 1 OPS, a little less than 1, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Like I won't be upset if Cal wins it. I mean, the amount of homers and RBIs he has is unbelievable. But I did see this one cool thing that I keep hearing is like it's something like if you drop Cal Raleigh's OPS by like 0.150, he's an average hitter, and if you drop Judge's by 0.150, he's Cal Raleigh.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy to look at it that way.
Yeah, it is.
But I think it's a valid argument. I think, yeah, I'm not going to be upset if Cal wins it. As a Yankee fan and kind of just as like a head-to-head kind of way to look at it, I think Judge should win it, but with the fatigue, with all the home runs, it could go to Cal. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think another aspect too, I don't know how they calculate defensive award for catchers. But Mariners kind of like these past couple of years have had great pitching. I believe that's been like, the same this year, and he is the catcher that's has to learn all the pitchers, and I don't know if he's calling games or whatnot, but commanding the pitching staff. I don't know if that goes into WAR at all, but that should be something to consider as well.
That is a great point. Yeah, a lot of people have the Mariners as like not favorites, but like higher end, like odds to win the World Series because of their pitching staff. They just have such a balanced and good pitching staff.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, let's get into sort of kind of how these last couple weeks have played out. Quick note to touch on the Tigers. What a collapse.
I know, dude.
Oh, they were up 14 games at one point. I saw like the graphs of like it was like they were up here and like the Guardians were down here, and then literally like these last 2 games it just did that. Crazy.
Yeah, and I want the Tigers to do well. Like Gleyber Torres, we're big Gleyber Torres supporters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they have some fun players, but yeah, they have been bad lately.
Real bad. And then
Guardians are so pesky, dude.
Dude, they are. I feel like they can compete with anyone. They might not necessarily like make a playoff run, like, but they'll cause trouble like this. Like they'll take your playoff spot. They might knock someone out of a wild card. They're hitters, man, and their pitchers know how to like keep them in games. I feel like.
I think right now they're actually lined up to play each other in the wild card.
That's pretty crazy.
Wow. Which that's pretty wild.
Did you see last night? I forget the batter, but he got hit in the face by a skewball. Did you see that?
No, I did not. No,
it wasn't a direct hit, but the guy turned around to bunt and skewball threw it. It was a little bit up, and it went right off like the handle of his bat, right into his face. Skewball immediately like turns around, he like throws his hands in the air. He's like, "Oh." I think they said that he's out like 6 to 8 weeks with a couple fractures in like his face and his nose, but he doesn't need surgery. But that's crazy. Imagine taking a skewball fastball to the face.
I feel like I would never play baseball again.
Yeah, me neither. I'd never pick up a bat ever again.
I would be so traumatized.
Crazy. But then they said Tariq visited him in the hospital afterwards. So that's a nice gesture.
Yeah, that's cool.
Absolutely.
Also, I just looked over. My stream is a little behind. I'm seeing McMahon throw the ball below Jazz into the outfield, and it's 1-0 now, White Sox.
Yeah, not great. Plenty of game left, so I'm not going to get upset. But that's one thing that we can actually talk about that scares me with the Yankees is their ability to waste runners, having bases loaded, no outs in the first. And then another thing that scares me is the errors.
Yeah, they're just still not the most fundamentally sound team.
No, they have these moments of collapse. They can look really good, and then they can suddenly look really bad.
They have I've seen a ton of people say this, but it's true. They have a way of winning and making it a little ugly in the end, or
Absolutely.
like losing like at the last minute and making it like they just have a way of making games a little ugly.
They 100% do. The amount of like heart palpitations I get at the end of like the games that I watch, like even like I just think back a couple games ago, like Bednar comes in, I think we have a 2-run lead, and then he gives up a solo shot like to start the inning. It's like he gets the save, we win the game, but like it's just terrifying the way we go about some of these things. And our bullpen these last like 2 weeks-ish have been kind of terrifying. Like
yeah.
I'm excited just because the talent's there, but the results and like how we've been pitching, like kind of makes me nervous for the postseason.
It does. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that I feel like our starters have been kind of back on track lately.
Absolutely.
At least Freed and Rodon, their last couple starts have been better. Although I'm watching Freed lose right now.
Yeah.
Regardless, only in the second inning. Yeah, their bullpen is so up and down.
Mm.
Like there have been stretches this season where they're like dominant. Have there really been actually thinking about it?
Like you mean the starting pitching or
The
team?
bullpen?
Oh, the bullpen. Since the trade deadline, I think previous to the trade deadline, there were times where we looked great.
Yeah, kind of not really. As I was saying that out loud, I thought about it. I was like, maybe not actually.
Yeah, I mean,
that
like
is concerning.
Small stints maybe where like I'd seen Instagram posts and it was like the last 2 games like they kind of did well, but it was never really more than like that, honestly.
Yeah, you know what it is? I feel like certain players have had hot streaks.
Absolutely, that's the one. Yep.
But it's never like the full bullpen at the same time.
It's never all of them, but that's what keeps me real hopeful is if they can get that to click. And Devin Williams has his best stuff. Doval has his best stuff. Bednar's dealing. Luke's got it. Like Cruz can come in. Like that bullpen. When you say the names, should be disgusting. It's just it hasn't clicked.
Yeah.
But
I'm so hopeful though. We're in the fucking playoffs, dude.
We're in the playoffs.
Who cares?
Can't count that. Whether it's the wild card, whether we steal the division, we're in the playoffs. We are going to get to watch Yankee playoff baseball, and that is all we ask for every season. And at least in my opinion, I know all these fans are like, "Oh, championship or bust." Like we're the New York Yankees. This is how we play baseball. I get that. We have 27 of these things. Like I get it. But all you can really ask for as a fan of any sport is that first step, make the playoffs. And that actually leads me right into my next question for you. I saw a lot of backlash on Twitter about the Yankees celebrating last night. You saw a lot of Budweisers. You saw a lot of Budweisers. You saw a lot of champagne. You saw them having fun. A lot of people on Twitter were upset about that. I want to hear your thoughts.
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, sure, I get that perspective, but let them celebrate. It's a long fucking season. Like, there's been a lot of ups and downs for the Yankees. Like, a lot of, like, players have had injuries and whatnot. Like, yeah, they can celebrate. And listening to some of their interviews, like, Jazz was talking like, yeah, this is nice, but, like, it'll be, like, even sweeter when it's the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're still giving you the quotes that you want. And, like, Judge saying every game's important and, like, we need to, like, keep winning. Like, it's not like they're like, oh, yeah, the season's over. I don't know. Let them celebrate.
You nailed it. That's exactly how I feel. Like you just said, so it's 162 games. And here's the thing: people are like us, like don't celebrate, like job not finished and all that. It's like, okay, but that's the first step of the job. Step one really is like win games, right? That's like the general consensus. Win the game in front of you. Step two is make the playoffs. Then you have step three, like if you're in the wild card, win the wild. There's like certain steps, and this is the biggest step toward getting to the World Series. I agree with you 100%. Celebrate, have some beers. I mean, hey, if we lose this, we're going to see some backlash, like, oh, they drank too much. I don't think any of them, like, are going to pound 15 beers. Like, they probably have barely drank all season. They're going to have, like, 6 Budweisers. They're going to get a nice buzz. Like, let them have some fun.
We're playing today.
Yeah, like, what do you think? They're going and hitting the town till, like, 3 a.m.? And even if they did, you know what? I'm not them. Like, they're – obviously, I don't want them to. I want to win the division. But, I mean –
yeah.
I
think if they were like over the top celebratory, like everyone like screaming and like we fucking did it, like then I'd be like, okay, chill out, you know. But
I don't know. And this is a lot of guys' first time being in the playoffs. Like you got Bednar has been on the Pirates his whole career, I think. McMahon's a Rocky. Like these guys, this is their first time being in the playoffs. Let them have some fun.
Yeah. Even some younger players, like, you know, I know Ben Rice was on the team last year, but he's got being a major contributor this year. Like, I don't know. I feel like people are so obsessed with like Mamba mentality, and like that's incredible. And like Kobe was a freak, you know what I mean? And that's what made him Kobe. But you don't need that in every single situation.
100%.
There's some times when it's okay to like be happy for yourself.
No, 100%. I absolutely agree. And like you said, all the interviews, like they were like, yeah, jobs, like we're not done. Like we're celebrating what we did tonight. We made the playoffs, but we got a lot of work to do.
They still gave those types of quotes. I don't know.
Exactly. And even then, someone was getting upset that Jazz said that like we're going after the ring and all that because they're like nervous, like when we don't win, like he's gonna look silly. It's like, why would you say like you want Jazz to be like, like I hope we win the World Series? No, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that is so dumb. Like, hopefully we win the Wildcard series first. Like, I don't know.
Some fans will just forever be like bitter or like can't be pleased, and I just don't even like. I pay them attention because I think they're ridiculous, but realistically, you can't.
There was a stretch of games this year where we thought that they weren't going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, so we're allowed to celebrate and be happy now.
Let Jazz and Belly smoke a fucking joint together. You know what I mean? Like, it's New York. It's legal, dude.
Bro, there's a clip from last night of Bellinger. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, yeah. I've replayed that a lot.
Bro, I posted it on my Twitter like 3 times, and I was like, I gotta relax, bro. Why do I like this clip so much? I think I might have sent it to you.
I think you did.
Oh God, that was so funny though. The way his reaction. Oh my God,
dude, I love Belly, dude.
This is the best.
He's like one of my favorites.
He's the man. He's been so good for us. All right, so let's dive into a little bit of like potential matchups. So realistically, at this point, it's either right now we have the Red Sox, and it could potentially be
the winner of the Red Sox and Blue Jays is the way it's looking like.
Are the Astros still in the mix? They're only a game back.
They would just overtake the Tigers.
Tigers, right?
Yeah, so they would be playing the Guardians if they got in as the lowest.
It's really either the Red Sox or the Blue Jays.
It's either the Red Sox or the winner of Red Sox and Blue Jays.
Gotcha. Okay, if we do take the division, that's right.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on let's start with the Red Sox first. How do you feel about that matchup? Don't think back to when we watched them play for your bachelor party, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that at the end. We kind of sacrificed that game for the better of the season.
They've been killing it ever since then.
ever since they had to lose like 12-1, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, we made the playoffs, so the Red Sox do scare me a little bit. You know, they've won a lot of games against us in the regular season this season. We won the last series, so I guess that's hopeful. Garrett Crochet scares me a little. Just their stadium in general just causes like chaos, and they have very like pesky hitters. They're just annoying. They're very annoying.
They are. Yeah, Garrett Crochet, I don't like the thought of him. I wonder, you can tell me if I'm crazy for this, but like, I wonder if the first game you go with Rodon and not Fried. Like, I don't want to treat it like a throwaway because it's not. We're putting Carlos Rodon out there and it's a wild card. You have to win the game. But I almost wonder, like, because I think Rodon and Fried have both had great seasons. I wonder if you want like a Fried, and it's stupid. We want Fried versus Crochet. I
mean, who's the Red Sox number 2 in their rotation?
Is it Bello or Bayo, however you say his name? He's not
Bello,
number 2.
Giolito. Yeah, you know what? Besides for Crochet,
see, like, I'm not afraid of any of the other ones.
Yeah, Bello was really good against us in the regular season, except for his last start.
Well,
but I think he pitched against us 3 times because I had him in fantasy for 2 of the 3. And yeah, he was good twice, and then the last one we got to him. Giolito, I feel like.
Can you peep your stream? Who's up right now?
Right now, Volpe is up for me.
Okay, that's egregiously far behind. Can I spoil, or are you tuned in pretty hard?
Oh, McMahon is up now. Yeah, Volpe doubled. Right. Did they score?
Oh, they scored.
Oh, a home run
by a particular man.
Not Judge.
All rise.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, dude, I hate to spoil it, but at least you're tuned in now and you'll definitely see it.
That's so funny. I'm like 3 players back.
See now,
Yankees. So if the games finish how they are right now, the Yankees, White Sox, and then the Red Sox, Blue Jays will be tied technically. Now with the head-to-head will technically be a game back, but just in the standings we'll be tied. So it's a pretty good place to be.
I'm gonna actually look it up now. Do you know who the Blue Jays play after this Red Sox series?
I'll look it up. They play loading.
Rays.
Yeah,
I think the Rays can steal one for sure.
For sure. They've been kind of another annoying team. I feel like that's just like the AL East in general.
They just had a 4-game series with the Blue Jays and they split 2-2.
Yeah, they're like low key kind of been playing better ball lately.
Now the Orioles tend to sometimes give us struggles. It's like sometimes we can't just walk over the Orioles, so we're actually gonna have to play really well if we want to win out. But I like that they have to finish the series against the Red Sox and then they have the Rays. That's good news to me. And then, dude, like, don't get me wrong. This Blue Jays lineup, it's great. You got Springer, Clement, Guerrero Jr., Kirk, Santander, who's batting $178. That's crazy. Schneider, Varsho. Like, I remember when we played that like series most recently. Pretty much all of their hitters gave our guys problems. But in terms of their pitching, I think we can put up a lot of runs against their pitching. Who's their number 1? Is it Bassett?
I believe so.
Well, they have Scherzer. He's not really their number 1. Oh, he's sporting a 5 ERA. Oh my! Or is that just this game?
I'm blanking on the other.
So you got Scherzer, Berrios, Bieber, Gossman.
And hasn't Bieber been pretty good?
Yeah, I think
3.57 ERA.
Just came back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scherzer has not been great.
I mean, honestly, though, if Scherzer has a good game, if Bieber has a good game, I feel like they're all capable of going out there and giving you a really nice quality start.
They definitely are. But I think in terms of matching up against our guys, I like that. It'll just come down to if we can contain their hitters. Because they're pesky too. They just hit the crap out of the ball. But this is going about as nicely as it can right now. They're down 3-0. We're up 3-1. Yeah, man, I'm just excited for Yankee playoff baseball. I mean, there's nothing like it. The atmosphere, even if you're in your living room, I can feel it through my TV.
Oh yeah. God. When the stadium gets loud during playoffs,
after a big strikeout,
dude, the chanting and it's just different. It really is
the best. Well, that makes it interesting for this whole MVP race. That's another homer for Judge, another 3 RBIs. That's number 50 for him.
That was his 50th, yeah.
That was his 50th. I mean, now we're talking that's going to be tough, man. I would not want to be a voter. I mean, I'd love to because I'd vote for Judge. But in terms of just making the right decision and having to choose, that's a tough one.
It's tough because offense isn't everything, but it is the majority of the conversation because they're both offensive freaks.
Exactly. And I mean,
I get being a catcher is so tough on your body.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard. I don't know. You were actually a catcher, so you can speak to that a lot more.
I can't speak on 162 games, but it definitely is from what I remember, days that I would just DH. I mean, I actually preferred playing. Obviously, whether it was catcher, third base, I preferred playing and not DHing. I DH'd a ton my last year of high school, but I don't know, it is taxing, but it's your job. So it's that's what you do. Every day, Cal Raleigh's used to being in that position, blocking balls. I don't really sport the idea of all these bumps and bruises throughout the season. It's be a man. I don't know. I get the sentiment, but it's his job. He is the catcher.
I'm sure it's different though on the MLB level. You're getting 100-mile-per-hour hits.
Yeah. No, you're right. And 162 games is actually insane.
That Aaron Judge home run was first pitch, by the way, straight into the bullpen.
Oh, I love that.
His swing is so nice, dude.
It's so pure.
Even when he hits it oppo, it's just such a nice looking swing.
He has to stay disciplined in the playoffs. I think that's where he went wrong last year. That entire World Series, he was chasing balls that he never chased. He was going out of the zone. He has to just stay disciplined because, most hitters, he thrives off the pitcher's mistake. And they make so many mistakes to him because so many pitches are mistakes to Aaron Judge. If it's anywhere near the middle of the zone and it's not your best stuff, he's taking you deep. So, and I just tweeted the other day, this has to be the playoffs that Judge comes through. It has to be.
I was going to ask you that about, I guess, how important this postseason is to his legacy. And even just thinking about the Yankees kind of winning window. It is nice. Next year, we'll have Cole back. We'll have Rodon and Fried still. Heel, Schmidt, Will Warren. Kind of stacked pitching-wise.
Yeah.
But, Cody will be a free agent. Trent Grisham will be a free agent. We don't know who we're going to get back at the moment. So, kind of the offense will be interesting. See what we do there.
Yeah, I think in terms of Judge's legacy, I think it's so important. especially coming off of what happened last year, I think answering that, because I think like in 10 years from now, you'll be like, oh, that 2024 World Series, that was so brutal, but like then Judge like got his revenge next year. That was awesome. That'll be so key in the storyline. And just like we really haven't seen a great playoffs from him ever. So it's like the longer that we have to wait to see it, the worse it is for his legacy. So I think it's critical. One, it's critical to the Yankees' success, and then it's also critical to, like you just said, that winning window. I think the Yankees, we're so fortunate. They're always going to be a winning team. They're always going to get the big free agent. But when you're talking about a generational guy like Judge, I mean, how old is he? 30?
Is it 32, 33?
33? Like you're talking about like, I would say 4 more years of like guaranteed, as long as nothing ridiculous happens, knock on wood, guaranteed like he's going to be Judge. But when you get up around like 38, I mean, like what Goldie's doing right now is kind of like an anomaly.
Yeah.
So you really, I think it's crucial. I think it has to be this year. Year.
He's 33. It's so crazy looking at his MLB reference because I feel like we've really only had like, I mean, I guess if he started in 2017, we've had almost 8 years of his prime. But one of them was the short season. There was like 2 seasons where he's had like major injuries. He should have gotten that MVP in 2017.
So frustrating.
But he's at 61.4 WAR.
It's crazy.
And he's going to have a 9 WAR season this year. If he has one more season like that, he already passes that 70 WAR threshold that people look at for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, I think he literally like tomorrow is a Hall of Famer.
I mean, look at 2017, 8.1 WAR, then 6, 5.6, the short season, 1.1, 5.9.
Was that the 52 homer season?
Yes.
Like that was
2022 a 10.8 WAR, and then a 4.6 WAR in 2023 where he got hurt, and then 10.8 again last year, and he's gonna have a 9 point something this year.
I said it the other day. Like
that's just dumb.
It's ridiculous. I keep saying I wish that he came into the league sooner and not at 25. But you almost can't wish for that because anything could have happened. Like he might not be the player he is today if like he doesn't get certain development or like something happens to him. Like you kind of can't even wish for that.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. What are your thoughts on Stanton Hall of Fame? What do you think he has to do to get in?
Dude, he is such an interesting case. If he plays another 2 seasons, he's gonna get 500 home runs.
Yeah, he's at 450, I think.
And if he gets to 500 home runs, he has an MVP under his belt. He has the postseason numbers that he does because he's a postseason freak.
He is, bro. He's insane.
I mean, I kind of think he has to be. He's been very weird because injuries, and now he's getting older, but he's still doing it. It's just he's just not healthy a lot. But I feel like he is good enough, and like his prime with the Marlins, like I think he has the numbers and accolades to be a Hall of Famer.
I agree. I think pending a couple more good seasons, like you said, hitting that 500 mark, I think he should be in. And yeah,
like just be in like now, debatably.
Honestly, like 450 career homers. He's at almost 1,200 career RBIs. Like you said, in 2020, it's funny like looking at his postseason stats because obviously it's just all Yankees. Like the Marlins were not making the postseason. 2020, he batted .308 with 6 postseason homers, 13 RBIs. Obviously, last year 7 homers, batted .273. Both had like over a 1 OPS. Dude, yeah, I think he has a strong case. Like you said, hit 500, play a couple more good seasons. Just has to stay healthy. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I'm looking at his baseball reference now. And yeah, there really was such a stretch of like kind of mediocrity / just getting injured. I forgot how bad he was in 2023.
Yeah, that's crazy. 191.
Negative 0.8 WAR.
God. I remember in 2018, I sent out a tweet. It was like, I think it was winter when like the free agency hit, and I sent out a tweet. I ran outside and jumped into the snow, and my tweet was like, "Oh my God, Stanton's a Yankee." And like that just makes me so happy to like look at this, but it's like that was a long time ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Seniors in high school.
That's wild.
It's disgusting.
He had from 2022 to 2024, he had a stretch of kind of injuries and not the best play.
Yeah,
but
not
he's picked
great.
it back up again. If he has another like 2 seasons of just what he did this year, not even like playing the full season, like I think he's there.
I agree. And it helps him out so much that even in those down seasons, he still put up like 24 to 31 homers. Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
He was still good for a homer.
It's so crazy. He had 24 home runs in 2023, but had a 695 OPS.
That's great. That's insane. That's so bad.
He was stretches. He was just like a home run or strikeout guy.
Literally. Like, that was it.
But yeah, I don't know. It's tough too. Like he was never like the best fielder. And lately, past, a lot of seasons, he's just been DH. He's interesting. Yeah. I think he should make it. If he reaches 500 home runs, he's a Hall of Famer.
I agree. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of his career plays out and how that goes. Yeah. Also, another crazy thing, non-Yankees is this Mets end of the season. They were in a great spot, and then I think of course you know who Frank the Tank is, right?
Yeah, Frank Thomas.
No.
Yeah, no, the Barstool Sports.
Yeah. What is Frank Thomas's nickname, by the way? Doesn't he have
the Big Hurt?
The Big Hurt. That's right. Yeah. That's an all-time nickname, by the way. But I kept seeing Frank the Tank crash outs, and I really didn't pay attention to the Mets at all. And then I went to their schedule, and they had a stretch of like 8 losses in a row. Like it was actually awful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 losses in a row. Which was pretty recently. And now, I mean, they're battling for a playoff spot, which I think Mets fans were in a place where they could say, like, oh, like, we're good. Like, this is nice. Very interesting to see what plays out over there.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they're another New York team. I hope they make the playoffs and then lose brutally. But, I hope they get there.
I agree. I would love to see a Juan Soto ground into a double play to end their playoff run.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I haven't even been following them closely.
Me neither. Until I saw that stretch. Like, could you imagine the shambles we would be in if we lost 8 in a row, like toward the end of the season?
Dude, like, we were in that scenario for a while.
But it was early. It was
earlier for sure.
Yeah.
We turned it around, but there was a stretch where like I feel like Yankees fans and Mets fans were like not saying anything because we were both like just in pain,
Very
there was
true.
like no real animosity because it was just like we both suck.
We're both terrible.
But we're the Yankees and we turned it around. That's what we do.
That's facts. And then hate to spoil it, but 5-1 Yankees.
What?
Sorry.
Another home run?
I won't tell you how it happens this time. You'll have to find out yourself.
Wow. 4 balks in a row.
If that's the case, I will give you $100.
A walk and 3 balks.
I think to end the pod, I want to hear one pitcher and one position player out of you that you think are going to be crucial in the playoffs, and I don't want to hear Aaron Judge's name.
Okay. I'll go the opposite then. This will kind of be a 2-for-1. Mm-hmm. But Anthony Volpe slash Jose. I always forget how to pronounce his last name.
Caballero, I think that's what it is.
Caballeros.
We'll call him Cabby.
Cabby. Yeah, just such bad play from Volpe out of the shortstop position. And Cabby's been great. But can he keep that up in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was on the Rays. I assume he has some playoff experience, right?
Yeah, you'd think so. They definitely made it a couple times.
But just shortstop such a important position. I just wonder what the play out of shortstop is going to look like for the Yankees. Because honestly, we're looking at like Bellinger, Jazz, Goldschmidt, Ben Rice, Judge. I kind of have like a lot of confidence in them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like the offense has really been like looking good lately,
mm-hmm.
and like our good players are good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
really more concerned with like the bottom end of the lineup, and also like shortstop is so important defensively. Like my mind goes there. So I'll just say the shortstop position. What would you say out of the position players?
Just to touch on that first, that's a great answer. Also, I think because honestly, Volpe, he's been actually hitting pretty well very recently, and we haven't really faced anyone of merit. But like, that's a very good take because we have two guys that are really splitting time at the like one of the most important positions. And I think if we can, if Volpe can be in a place where like we can start him like confidently to an extent, I think having Cabby as that pinch runner in the playoffs is going to be so crucial. Or even like if Volpe's like 0 for 2 or whatever, and he hasn't had the greatest at bats. Like I love having that speed on the bench, but like you said, he's so great. Walking us off to get in the playoffs, like that's got to be a top like moment for his in his career. Like I can't imagine.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with that. And then I think
just one last point that I just thought of. Looking back last year, Volpe did have a really good postseason.
Very true.
Which is interesting.
You'd have to think that Boone's going to take that into account, like knowing he can step it up if need be. Like I feel like he proved that.
Yeah.
We'll
have to see. He was just so bad for such a long stretch this season that I feel like I just don't have. I mean, he's a 213 batting average.
Yeah, you can't.
And a 672 OPS.
I think that's probably the answer, but I'm going to piggyback off of a topic we were just discussing. I think Stanton's going to be crucial. He's been struggling. He's been struggling a lot these past few games. Like I think I saw recently it was like 1 for his last like 17. I think it's worse than that at this point. But I mean, he's a guy that turns it up in the playoffs. So I'm expecting him to, but like we need that, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. If he can just do even half of what he did last year, we'll be in a good spot.
100%.
Goldschmidt single, 4-1.
Let's go.
And they score again.
And then who's your pitcher you think that's going to be crucial in the playoffs?
I'm probably obvious, but I'm going to go Fried. He's turned it around lately, but he had a real rough stretch, and there was the injury with his was it his thumb? So I just think, I guess, getting that trust back that he's like that dominant ace. So I love Rodon. And Rodon can be a 1 on a lot of teams, but if we have Fried as our 1 and Rodon as our 2, like that is a big difference. Compared to like 2 kind of question mark top tier pitchers. If we have like a bona fide stud, Rodon who can do good. Yeah, I'm gonna go Max Fried on that one. Jazz. Does Goldschmidt score from first? What a king.
So it wasn't 4 balks, dang. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think Freed has to be the ace that we know he can be. And having them 1-2, like games 1-2 of each series, it's going to be great. Love what Schlittler and Heel bring to the table. Like if they have a good one, they're dominant. Like if their stuff's going. Yeah, I think I might go with kind of like a random one a bit, but I might go Doval.
Okay.
I think I expect Bednar. I think he's just much more like solid in terms of everyone that's in our bullpen. I think like he's been the most consistent. And there are some guys I feel like that I could say like if Devin Williams is clicking, if Luke like clicks, but Doval's stuff is just so crazy, and I think he probably throws the hardest in the pen. That I think having like a flamethrower to bring in a big spot could be crucial. And I don't know if he's proven that we can trust him, but I think you have to use that talent in the playoffs at some point. So I think he might end up being like just like a crucial guy to have like going. I don't know.
He's a wild card in the bullpen.
Yeah, which is crazy. He could be so good, but he can also just implode.
Yeah.
Kind of like Chapman in a sense. Only Yankees Chapman, though. He's been dominant this year.
Dude, it's so annoying. He kind of gave up on us at the end there. Like, thinking about the day he goes to our rival and he's just like a god again, like
he's kind of a scumbag. And I still think that picture that video of him grabbing like his mom or grandma's boob is the weirdest thing of all time.
That is insane.
I don't care what this might be disrespectful to say. I don't really care like what culture or anything you're a part of. That's weird.
That's weird, dude. That's not normal.
You can't grab your grandma's boob like that.
No, dude. And he's not even like he's like a little kid that doesn't know what he's doing. Like he's like a fucking 40-year-old man.
He's like smiling too. He's looking at
he was way too into it, dude.
Oh, that's so crazy.
It's like I would have been too, but that's not my grandma.
wait, what?
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Scratch that. Yeah, dude, I can't wait for playoff baseball, man. I can't wait. I hope it doesn't end in heartbreak, man. I hope this is the year.
Me too.
That'd be really cool.
I think two things. I think one, a teaser I was gonna ask, but we'll save it for the next pod.
Okay.
We'll definitely have to do another one, before postseason starts.
Absolutely.
And I have a few names up, and just going over like favorite, kind of a favorite season, between like, Jazz has had a great season for us. Trent Grisham, Bellinger, Ben Rice. Kind of looking at their numbers. I think we'll do that next pod.
I like that.
Yeah, picking our favorite out of those. I think could be fun.
Those four, not to like spoil anything from the next pod, those four just had great seasons.
So good.
Like
so good. So much fun. Just fun to watch. That's all I was gonna say.
I agree. I was gonna say talk about like Judge, how great he's been, but like some of these core guys like needed it.
Dude, even Stanton, like how good he's been since he's been back. Like we really have gotten a lot of great like memories and play this season.
100%. Even Cabby, since he's been a Yankee, I know he's not an everyday guy, but he's been pretty great.
Yeah. The second thing I was gonna say, we never got to talk about it. We've been very busy, but for my bachelor party, going to the Yankee game.
Yes.
I mean, was that your first time in a suite as well?
Yes.
For context for everyone, I had my bachelor party and we went to the Yankees Red Sox on a Saturday night. We took trains into the city and then subway to the stadium. And we got suite tickets. We met a bunch of old players. And yeah, it was a great time. We did lose like 12-1. But what was your experience like with that?
I had an absolute blast. to start, I love getting to the stadium like that. I love the train to subway. It's complicated as it gets. We maybe wasted 45 minutes trying to figure it out. That's like the most New York way to get there. And like true New York City people probably like are like, you sound dumb, but like when you're from PA like us, like it's cool to take the subway.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that entire experience was awesome. Like aside from the game itself, like being in the suite, grabbing beers whenever you want, the food's there for the taking. You're in an environment with just all Yankee fans, except for our friend Shane, who was a lot of fun to be around.
Dude, he was so fun. He was like friendly, chirping us the whole time. He's a Red Sox fan, and every time that they scored a run, he would like be like, "Don't worry, guys, there's still a lot of game left," and like just like the friendliest chirping. And there were people outside of our party that were like in our suite that were like genuinely getting upset with him.
Yeah, it's funny like knowing Shane because I didn't get upset at all. Like he actually was being hilarious with it.
Yeah.
But like, as an outsider, like if I hear a Red Sox fan doing that, I'm like, yo, who the like that's almost worse.
Tickets. Yeah,
like I'd almost rather him be screaming like F you to my face than being like, oh, it's all right, guys. Like they should have got that. It's like no, that's actually 10 times worse. And like I thought it was great, but dude, and like we met like I got a picture with Chuck Noblaw and Dave Righetti, like that's dope.
Bucky Dent was there.
We met Jake Storial from Talking Yanks at
I was
Billy's.
gonna say afterwards.
My bad, I spoiled it.
We went to the bar after. What's the bar's name?
Billy's.
Billy's.
Great spot.
Great spot. I did not expect it to be so clubby.
It's huge.
Like just so loud, the music just bumping. Mm-hmm. Everyone's a Yankees fan there. Like genuinely such a great vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just, in our little area. And then you're like, here, come with me. And I'm like, what? And I just start following you. And then there's just Jake Storiale, like 2 feet in front of my face. And I'm like fangirling. I almost like kind of blacked out. I watched Talking Yanks a bunch, and like even their like John Boy and Jake TV, like their Blitz, their Warehouse Games channel, like all that stuff. So for me, like I was way more excited to meet him than any of the former Yankee players.
I mean that's valid.
I mean it's not like I watched any of them play.
Exactly, no, 100%. And like me, like I really just consume like the John Boy clips. But like I still see them every day. So like for me, I was even like, holy cow, like that's Talking Jake, like that's sick.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. I at that point I was pretty drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember yelling to him like, the Yankees fucking suck. Everyone always gets their hopes up, but like not me. And like just yelling that to him and him being like, I know, man, I know. He was very friendly.
No, yeah, he was very friendly. And you talked a little bit about like the wiffle ball stuff they do.
Yeah, blitzball.
Blitzball.
It's different.
My bad. No, I know.
Yeah. It was cool. And then we passed by him again later. Me and my brother when we were going to get drinks. I don't know if I ever told you this. But we passed by him again. And there was like one thing that I forgot to tell him. And I was like, well, I'm never going to see him again. You know what I mean? So I was like, I have to stop him for a second time.
Like I have to tell him that I love him.
That's basically what it was. I was like, hold on. We were literally like passing each other. Like there was like a little area. So we were like scooting by each other, like face to face. And I'm just drunk in there like, hey man, I forgot. Hold on. I forgot to tell you something. And he just is like, yeah, you're so friendly, like still smiling throughout everything. And all I said was, Blitzball season 1 MVP. It's an honor to talk to you. And then that was it. And then
was he the MVP?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, that's incredible. He must have
watch that. He had like 800.
Damn.
In season 1. 1 over Trevor Plouffe.
Wow.
Yeah. Former MLB player. Kind of a loser though.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
We're not gonna get into politics.
I love Trevor Plouffe, but no, Jake won MVP season 1. But yeah, I just shouted that out and he just gave me a little nod. thing.
That's incredible. No,
Yeah.
he was a super cool dude. Yeah, I feel like that could be like more of a common thing. Like, I mean, I don't get to Billy's too much, but I wonder how often like you'd see kind of just anyone. I guess you wouldn't really see former players, but I feel like that Billy's and Stans are like the two big bars. So I wonder if after games, like you might run into people that like cool people to run into. I don't know, but that was awesome. It was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very cool. And then even just like we were hanging out on like their little like rooftop portion.
Little
Just
patio
with
outside.
drinks.
Such a great spot, man.
It was cool. We missed the train on the way back.
Yeah.
So we had to stay in the city for an extra like 2 hours.
I spent $15 at the vending machine.
Oh my god, yeah, we were stuck in the train station and we were all like tipsy and just hungry, and everything was closed at like 8:00.
Yeah, by the way, PSA to Sea Caucus train station. Hey,
Yeah,
maybe stay open past what 7:30?
Yeah.
Like there's full-blown restaurants in there. It's a Saturday and we can't get anything to eat or drink. Unbelievable. And I just need to get that out there because again, I might have been like $17 at the vending machine. I got a protein bar, 2 packs of pretzels, and 2 Propels. And I still haven't financially recovered from that. So Sea Caucus train station, do better because that was unbelievable. But absolute great bachelor party. That was so much fun. And yeah, like you said earlier, sacrificial lamb. Since then, the Yankees won a ton of games, making the playoffs.
Yeah, we've been really ever since that Red Sox series. We've been great.
Exactly, and hey, we got to see Garrett Crochet. I mean, it was at our expense, but we got to see a great pitcher dominate. You know?
We did. It was as a Yankees fan, it was a terrible experience, but
brutal.
It was brutal. But looking back, it'll be cool when we're older and stuff, you know.
Bro, and it was so funny because me and Pat both bet a good amount on that game, and like every inning, I'm like looking at Pat, and he's in like shambles, and I keep going like, Pat, like they're a better team than this, bro. And just each inning, it got worse and worse, and then yeah. But so much fun, man, and we'll have to try to get to Billy's. Like, it'd be sick to just go to the city for like one of these playoff games and just go to Billy's. Like, we don't have to pay all the money for the ticket. Like, just get to Billy's really early and just have a day.
I would be so down for that.
We might have to plan that because I'm super down for that as well.
Yeah, we definitely got to try and go to a game too.
That would be sick.
Little vlog action.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing.
Oh.
Throw it on the YouTube, mix it up. Yeah, that was kind of fun. I was like live streaming on Twitter that like for a while. We had like 65 people watching. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
What a great day.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, we'll wrap it up there. But I feel like at the end of the day right now, it's keep winning, win out. Blue Jays keep losing, and let's watch some playoff baseball.
Let's watch some baseball. Judge is up again, 326, 50 home runs. I didn't see the RBIs, but that's just disgusting.
I think you're like 4 innings behind. No,
maybe maybe he is MVP. I don't know, man.
Maybe.
But let's go Yanks.
Let's go Yanks.